Opportunity. What we're going to do today is throw a few ideas, open the discussion to the floor, and see what we can come out in imagining the region as an opportunity. Which leads me to introduce this session very briefly, just to say a few words about crisis, because I do think, from what I gathered from yesterday's session, the organisers would like us to talk about opportunities. I'm going to say just a few words about crisis because we have a dual crisis. The first is obviously in Europe, which is a financial and economic and a political crisis. And in North Africa and the Middle East, we've seen old regimes crumbling, current state of fluidity changed. The region is being shaped and reshaped pretty much every day. Now, in Europe, I think there was an opportunity to rethink its relations with the Mediterranean. I think today we can say that that opportunity has been missed. What we have is old wine in recycled bottles, not even new bottles. This could change, in theory, potentially, especially if the region looks towards Europe and looks towards a new form of engagement. But at the moment in Europe, the pressure is very much to deliver something. It doesn't matter whether that something is good. I do think that EU member states are seizing a few opportunities. They're looking to reconfigure their gas contracts, oil contracts, and things like that. I think they're also looking with some preoccupation at the security context in the region, and maybe we can talk a bit about that. For the region, of course, the opportunities are vast. The region has been opening up. New actors are emerging. And again, more actors are emerging, and I think this is really how the political landscape is changing in the region is something that we need to understand better. But there are also risks of closure, political closure. We've talked about this over the past couple of days. And I think, and this is one thing that we haven't said much about, there is a risk that the region will become securitized again because of what Mark Otter calls the two arcs of crisis, one from Pakistan to the Middle East, another one which is just south of North Africa, from the Horn of Africa all the way to Niger. That is an area which is becoming increasingly a risk factor because of terrorism, because of state failure or quasi-state failure. So there is a risk that because of these security challenges, the north of this area will become securitized, and the policies that the EU and perhaps the US and other actors will be developing towards that area will be much more security-focused, which means going back into the old paradigm of security versus democracy. Right, having said this, I would like to pass the floor to our speakers to focus a bit more on the opportunities.